Question 28 has got an internal choice. We're going to be looking at the solution for both these choices in the same video. A shopkeeper gives books on rent for reading. Okay, she takes a fixed charge for the first 2 days. This is very key information, and an additional charge for each day thereafter. Okay, Latika paid rupees 22 for a book she kept for 6 days. Anand paid 16 for a book that he kept for 4 days. Find the fixed charge and the charge for each extra day. Right. We'll start with this fixed charge. We'll assign a variable. You can assume it to be x or y. I'll take it as an f. So like we know f stands for fixed charge. For this fixed charge, you get 2 free days, right? Get 2 days. So for example, if Latika took it for 6 days, in the fixed charge, first 2 days will get covered. Additional charges will have to be paid only for 6 minus 2, which is equal to 4 days, right? Then we'll say charge per day beyond 2 days is d per day, rupees d per day, right? This is rupees f, this is rupees d. We'll start with Latika's case. Latika, total number of days is equal to 6. Free days are 2. Free days, or like fixed charge days we can call it, or free days, is equal to 2. So additional days for her is equal to 4. When it comes to the case of Anand, total days is equal to 4. Fixed cost days is equal to 2. So additional days is equal to 2. The difference between these two. Okay. Let's frame an equation for Latika. So in the case of Latika, she'll pay a fixed charge plus additional days have been 4 days for her. Each additional day, the cost is d. So f plus 4d is equal to 22. In the case of Anand, same fixed charge. He has borrowed it for a total of 4 days. So additional days is only 2 days. 2d, this is equal to, what is that number? That's equal to 16. 2 equations, 2 variables. Subtract the second equation with the first one. F gets cancelled with f. We have 2d is equal to 6, translating to d is equal to 3. Substitute the value of d in one of these equations. Let's do it in this equation. F plus 2d, which is 2 into 3, is equal to a 16. So fixed cost is equal to 10. What's the fixed cost? 10. And what is the cost per additional day? Cost per additional day is equal to 3 rupees. These are the two things that we needed to find out. Move on to the second part. Places A and B are 100 kilometers apart. A, B, these two places are 100 kilometers apart. Okay. One car starts from A and another car from B at the same time, simultaneously, right? The cars travel in the same direction at different speeds. They meet in 5 hours. If they travel toward each other, they meet in 1 hour. What are the speeds of the car is what they've asked, right? Let's say this is point A, this is point B. We'll look at the scenario when they're traveling in the same direction. So car A travels from this point, and car A is obviously the faster one. We're looking at the direction of travel to be this. Car B starts at the same time from this point. Somewhere along the route, right, 5 hours from the time they started, after 5 hours, these two cars meet if they're traveling in the same direction. Let's assume the speed, let's assign speed of A is equal to A kilometers per hour. Speed of car B is equal to B kilometers per hour. Okay. Now look at it. The distance between these two places is equal to 100 kilometers. The distance traveled by car A in 5 hours is the speed of car A into time, right? Distance, this total distance that car A has traveled. Distance for car A is equal to 5 into A. Distance for car B is equal to 5 into B, the speed of B into the time for which it has traveled. Obviously, it's quite evident that whatever the distance car B has traveled, car A has traveled an additional 100 kilometers. So distance traveled by car A is equal to distance traveled by car B plus 100, which is essentially 5A is equal to 5B plus 100. 5 times of A minus B, taking this term to the left hand side and taking 5 common, is equal to 100. translates to a minus b is equal to 20. So I'm taking that as one equation. A minus b is equal to 20. Let's look at the case where they're traveling in the opposite directions. This is point A, this is point B. The distance between them is equal to 100 kilometers. The cars travel toward each other at speeds of A and B. After 1 hour they are meeting. In 1 hour, A would have traveled A kilometers, B would have traveled B kilometers. Between them, they have essentially covered a distance of 100 kilometers. So in this case, the equation is distance traveled by A plus distance traveled by B is equal to 100 kilometers. We call this as equation 1. We'll call this as equation 2. Let's add both the equations. Equations 1 plus 2 is essentially A minus B is equal to 20. A plus B is equal to 100. Together we'll have 2A is equal to 120 or A is equal to 60. Substitute the value of A in one of these equations. We'll do it in this equation. 60 plus B is equal to 100. Take the 60 to the other side. You get B is equal to 40. So speed of car A is equal to 100. Speed of car B is equal to 40.
Before you leave, I want you to do two things. One, sign up at online.maxtute.com to get started with CBSE Class 10 Math online tuitions. It takes all of 5 minutes and less than 3 steps to get started. So get it done today. And second thing, I want you to subscribe to this channel if you already haven't and turn on notifications so that you get notified every time a new video is uploaded. And also, spread the word about this channel to your friends and classmates.